Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I approach detailed animal drawings. In this video, I'll be drawing a jaguar, and this is the reference photo I'll be working from. Because this is a large piece, I'm using a grid to help me keep everything accurate and in proportion. From there, I start by blocking things in with very simple shapes. I'll be honest, this early stage isn't my favorite part of drawing. I enjoy it in small bits, but it's mostly about setting up things properly rather than making it look good. At this point, there isn't much detail yet, and that's on purpose. Adding fur and fine details now would just slow everything down. I find it much easier to bring those details in later during the shading stage, where the drawing really starts to come alive. By the end of day 1, the drawing itself is finished. Tomorrow, I'll start shading and building up all the texture and depth. See you tomorrow. Do you ever get that feeling where you suddenly don't want to draw or paint anymore for no real reason? But then you finally start, draw for like an hour, and suddenly you can't stop? Yeah, that's what happened today. Okay, that's one ear done. I'm gonna take a break, recharge a bit, and then come back to it. Alright, so it's been 2 days since that short break. Not because I didn't want to draw, I was just busy, you know, Christmas life, everything. Also, as artists, we rarely finish an artwork in 1 or 2 days, and that's totally normal. And when you see those posts saying, this took me 60 hours, it's not 60 hours straight. No one does that. For me, making art is really connected to how I feel. If I'm not in the right headspace and I force myself, I know I'll probably ruin the piece. So I've learned it's okay to pause, reset, and come back later. Progress is still progress. But is that just me, or does anyone else feel like that too? Today I finished the second ear and started working on some of the spots, not completely done yet. I'll continue tomorrow. Hi day 4, and it's raining! Okay, calm down. Today I'm hoping to get a lot more done, so I'm starting from the left side. I don't know what was going on today, but most of the time I was just sitting there staring at the drawing. I wasn't really doing anything, just thinking, I guess, and reminding myself that I actually have to draw. I finally made it halfway across the forehead and I thought, okay, that was just a warm-up, but nope. The other half felt exactly the same, slow. But the important part is we made it through the day with lots of staring but still progress. I definitely didn't start early today and now it's around 10:30 p.m. so I'm going to sleep and hopefully come back tomorrow a bit early and with more energy. Okay, it's around 3 p.m. and this drawing has officially taken longer than I expected. So we're starting now. And since we're getting close to the end of the year, I really need to hurry and finish this before the 31st. Wish me luck. We finally have some progress and I know you're probably thinking, wow, this artist works slow. But honestly, today I erased so many things. Sometimes it's just one or two wrong lines and it throws the whole area off. So I redo it. We're kind of halfway through the drawing now, but I still feel the most challenging parts are still ahead of me. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll continue tomorrow. I started drawing pretty late today. Did a bit, then went for a walk, came back, did some more until around 11 p.m. and then I finally went to sleep. So yeah, not a huge drawing day. And I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but I have to finish this drawing and upload the video before New Year. The problem is the drawing isn't finished yet and I still haven't recorded most of the voiceovers, which means I can't really edit the videos yet. So at this point, I'm kind of in trouble. We'll just keep going tomorrow and hope everything comes together. Finally, the last day, and for the first time we're actually starting in the morning, not in the afternoon. So let's get started quickly and try not to talk too much. This drawing took way longer than I expected, but honestly, that's just the reality of making art. It's not always smooth, it's a lot of stopping, staring, erasing, redoing, panicking, and then slowly it comes together. I'm actually glad I didn't rush it. Taking breaks, fixing mistakes, and coming back with a clear mind made the drawing so much better than it would have been if I forced myself. After 4 hours and 35 minutes of pure drawing today, we finally finished the drawing itself. Now it's time for the background, and it needs to be dark, really dark. First, I tried charcoal powder, didn't work the way I wanted. Then I tried the darkest pencil I own, which is the 12B, and then still wasn't enough. At the end, somehow I found this random charcoal stick that I barely remember having it, so I erased everything I'd already done and tried again. And this one finally worked. Total lifesaver. You can probably tell I'd only used this once or twice, not more than that. But the important part is the Jaguar is finally finished and I'm happy how it looks. If you watched this whole process, thank you. I hope it showed you that you don't have to finish everything in one sitting, and it's completely okay for art to take time. I'd love to know what you think about the final result, and tell me, would you rather see more longer videos like this or a bit shorter? See you in the next one.